Hey YouTube, it's Sharice here, and I've literally had this foundation on for basically 15 hours, and this is my first time wearing it. Now, first thing I want to point out is, do you see how it's a little bit dark for my skin? You can see where it has rubbed off under my nose. I think I was going like this today, and it kind of rubbed away right here. So the foundation is a little bit dark for my face, but it looks really good with my body, and it looks excellent in photos. So I don't have the box with me anymore. I think I threw the box away already. But let me talk about the pros of this foundation first. So this foundation literally does not transfer. And I know one of the claims was that it was like heat resistant, sweat resistant, transfer resistant. And that is true. Even though my face is clearly a little oily right now, I literally just woke up from a nap because my neighbors were, it's been one of those days where I was so tired. I went to sleep in all of my clothes. Like I literally just put my satin bonnet on and put my bathrobe on. Like I still have on my clothes that I wore to work. And I literally just fell asleep in my clothing and was like, I'm going to take a nap. I'll wake up whenever my body feels ready. Well, that just happened to be when my neighbors started arguing outside. One man was on the ground and I think it was like another man up on the balcony. I couldn't see the other man because I'm inside my apartment. Anyways, they woke me up. So this does not transfer. That's one thing I noticed about it. It also doesn't really fade unless you're like constantly rubbing. And I think I've been rubbing my nose a lot today, which is why it's gone in this patch right here, which is not a big deal to me. This photographs amazingly. I see why they call it studio skin and why people that are professional makeup artists or work on film sets, which is what they said is how they tried it out. They did the trial for the 15-hour wear. I can see that people that work in film photography on camera would use this foundation because it photographs beautifully. Personally, from my experience with it, if I were a makeup artist full time, this would be the foundation that I would probably put in my kit. Because let me tell you, well, I don't know how it would work for people that have more oily skin than me. But as you can see right now, I haven't touched up my face in about 5 hours. And like I said, I've had it on for 15 hours. And I'm just oily around my brows and kind of in my T-zone. So I'm just going to take a powder brush, which I'm about to take this foundation off, but I'm going to take the brush I used to apply my powder earlier, and I'm just going to tap over it really quick. Kind of tap over my brows lightly as well. And do you see how that instantly looks brand new without applying any additional product? This foundation is absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. It photographs really well. It doesn't really transfer or move or fade. The color does not really oxidize. It does set down a little bit, but it doesn't oxidize and like turn orange or red on the skin. And I have the shade 4.3. This foundation is beautiful. It looks good in natural light. It looks good in artificial light. It looks beautiful on camera. It looks skin-like as well. It's not a heavy foundation. It looks very natural on the skin. It's supposed to have a demi-matte finish, if I'm not mistaken, or a natural matte finish, one of those two. And even though it's hydrating, it doesn't make you oily. So it does help to control oil, even though it's a hydrating foundation. I'm actually really happy I picked this up because I feel like I'm going to be mixing this into all of my foundations to make them better and to make them look better in pictures and on camera. And I'm honestly just going to be adding 1 pump of this to every single foundation mixture that I do because that's how good it is. The reason I wouldn't really wear it alone unless I was going for a more skin-like dewy look is because it does kind of get a little bit oily in my T-zone, but in person it doesn't look bad though. It just looks like I'm really radiant. So I like that, but that's not usually the look that I go for. So I'd rather just mix it in with all my other foundations because it is so beautiful. It looks so good. The shade selection is decent. I believe they have 40 shades of this. The shade selection is decent. The undertones are decent. It just looks so good on the skin, so good in pictures. The only thing I did not like about this foundation, also it comes with a pump if you're wondering. The only thing I did not like about this foundation is it claims to be medium to buildable full coverage. For me, Right now, I have about, I don't know, 10 to 12 pumps of this foundation on my face right now. And in person, I can still see a few of my imperfections peeking through. So I don't really feel like it really is going to be full coverage on someone that has as much acne scarring as I do, not alone. I had to add some powders that had color to them to help get to a more full coverage. But even then, it still doesn't look heavy or cakey on my skin. It literally looks like skin in person. It's a beautiful foundation, but the coverage isn't. If you like a flawless, super flawless finish, if you have a lot of scarring on your skin or discoloration, I don't think this is going to give it to you. Or you're going to have to use a lot. Like, I really tried to build it, and the way that it's made, it doesn't really, I don't want to say it doesn't build well. It just doesn't get to full coverage, in my opinion. Now, if you have less imperfections than I do, and you have naturally beautiful skin that doesn't have too many imperfections, you will love this. And now I see why Stephanie Nicole here on YouTube loves this foundation. I now see why Aisha Haran, used to be Aisha Abdul. I see why she loves this foundation, because it is absolutely gorgeous. This is one of the most beautiful foundations I've worn, and I was kind of curious about it just from seeing her wear it and Stephanie Nicole wear it. They're two drastically different ages. Stephanie Nicole, I believe, is like in her upper 30s, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm not saying that in a mean or negative way, but I'm pretty sure she's in her upper 30s. Whereas Aisha is, I think, 23. She's younger than I am. She's in her early 20s, I believe, or mid 20s. And they have totally different skin. I believe Aisha has more normal combination skin, and then Stephanie Cole has more dry skin to normal skin. And me, I now have more normal to dry, but I still tend to get oily in my T-zone, like right around the brow area and right around the nose. And I was kind of scared to ever try this before because it's a hydrating foundation, but it works. It says the claims are that it controls oil and all that, and it does everything that it claims to do, except for, in my opinion, get to be full coverage. So I would highly, highly recommend this foundation to anyone that has normal skin, dry skin, combination skin, and not too many skin issues when it comes to discoloration, because it's not going to cover everything. But I do think this is an amazing, amazing foundation. And you can alter coverage very easy by adding powders and adding concealer. I just don't wear concealer. For more oily skin, I'm not sure how this would hold up on you, especially as we're approaching the warmer months. But for now, I really like this. I really, really, really like this. Like, this is beautiful. And like I said, I've had it on for 15 hours. And this is what my face looks like. The color match is also really, really, really nice with my skin tone. So that's my review of this. I definitely think it's worth a try. Definitely try it out. Pick up a sample if you can find a really, really good shade match. And like I said, I'm going to be mixing this into every foundation. I think I'm going to add one pump of this in to every foundation, because I feel like it can only enhance. It's not going to take away from any of my foundations. So let me know if you have any further questions about this. You'll see it in upcoming videos. Like I said, I'm going to be wearing this with everything. I feel like it's going to be great to mix because it looks so beautiful. It makes your skin look like skin, but better. And it's hydrating, so it doesn't dry you out. It's a beautiful foundation. There's nothing more I can really say. Lola June, what's up, baby? You coming in, mommy? My dog is like staring at the floor. You good, mommy? So that's all I have to say about this. Let me know if you tried this out. Do you like it? Are you interested in trying it out? I know this isn't anything new, but since my skin has been getting a little bit more dry from the skincare I've been using, I wanted to try out a hydrating foundation. I've been more into foundations that are not claiming to be totally matte, because I noticed I started to get really dry under my eyes, and I started to get dry patches now when I wear foundations that are matte. So I've been exploring my options and exploring the foundation world. I'm supposed to be on a low buy, no buy, but I think I'm good now. With this, I feel like I have the power to alter all of my other foundations, and I don't need anything else to fully complete my collection. This was really a gem. Now, I will say I did pick up one other foundation, which, I have to work tomorrow. Do I want to do a first impression on that tomorrow? Let's do it. I'm just going to be watching videos. I'm not going to be on the floor, I don't think. So tomorrow morning, I'll be doing a first impression on another foundation that is newer, that is controversial. That's all I'm going to say. But I really do like this. And like I said, if I were a professional makeup artist, this would be what I would choose to have in my kit because of how good it looks, how well it holds up. And it's just that beautiful. Like legit, it's just that beautiful. And it's so easy to touch up and refresh without adding any additional product. I hope this video was helpful. I know I look kind of ratchet, I look kind of raggedy, y'all. I'm just really tired today. My sister came to visit. She spent the night and came to school with me today. Thank you. I love it. I had to build it up a lot, but I really like this. This is some good stuff. This has me more interested in Smashbox complexion products. But yeah, I'm tired. I'm looking kind of rough with the bonnet on. I don't look here. But after 15 hours of wear, this is what my face looks like. Your girl is not mad at it. So thank you so much. Is it more koku or more koku? So yeah, that's it for this video. Like I said, stay tuned for tomorrow morning. I'm trying out another foundation. And like I said, I think I'm done. I think my collection is like finally complete with enough versatility for me to achieve whatever look I want. And I don't need anything. More koku. I like that name. Really pretty. So yeah, this is the foundation I have on right now. I've had it on for 15 hours. This is Smashbox Hydrating Foundation. And y'all know that I get oily in the T-zone. So I was curious about this. This is shade 4.3. And oh, Jasmine Rose also really likes this foundation. So that's another person. Jasmine Rose, Stephanie Nicole, and Ayesha Haran. And those are 3 different people, 3 different shades, 3 different ages. I can't even speak today. That's how you know I'm tired. 3 different ages. All 3 of those people. Literally a Black woman that's Haitian, a Ethiopian woman that's like more light skin, medium toned, and then an older white woman. They all love this foundation. I've been so curious about it. It looks so good on camera, guys. It looks so good in pictures. Like, check it out. Get a sample if you can, or just pick it up and try it. Or if your friend has it and they're the same shade, borrow it for a couple days. I love this, y'all. I'm so tired. I made some not detox. I can't even speak. I made some decaf English breakfast tea. I'm about to wash my face, take this off, drink my tea, and go back to sleep. I was literally taking a nap. Then my neighbors started arguing, and that's why I'm awake and did this check-in. I was just going to update y'all tomorrow morning. But I was like, let me show them because I am extremely impressed with this hydrating foundation. It's long wearing. It doesn't transfer. It looks amazing. Like, check it out. I need to get off camera because girl's tired and delirious. So thank you for tuning in. I will see y'all later.